so packed here.
There are so
many people in our studio right now.
Holy tamale.
I think we should all just remember that game and never play StarCraft 2 again because it's already been done. The perfect game has been played.
That was a pretty crazy game.
That was a pretty insane game.
Lots of fun. And this one is going to be fun as well. MKP against Genius.
This is just such a good day.
It is.
You know Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that day is not as good as today.
Of course not. Of course. I get good gifts for Christmas oftentimes, man. But this one's pretty good too, man. And this is going to be a gift in and of itself. Genius, in his round of 32 group, played almost perfect games. Against SC, MVP SC, he actually played basically a perfect game of PvT.
Yeah.
So MarineKing, even though he's been playing like a badass lately, he's been kicking ass, man. No doubt about it. He is so strong. But is he strong enough to take down Genius, who looked just so good in the last round?
Dude, I don't know. I have this weird feeling with Genius that, like, he's going to do really well this season. I don't know why. Like, I feel like he's going to maybe get to the finals. You know what I'm talking about?
He's deserved a finals forever, man.
Well,
there was a point in there where he didn't because he was only Void Ray Rushing.
He was using strats from like 4 months ago.
During the beta and the early release, the first 3 seasons or so, he was absolutely top. Probably the best Protoss in the world, better than MC.
And, you know, MarineKing Prime is consistent at, you know, at least getting to the finals, so that's another factor.
Who will face Nestian? Who will face DRG? I don't know if I'd want to win or lose this game.
Actually, that's such a good point. I actually don't know what's the better option. I guess you just try to win this, and then you just try to win the next one because it's just less games to play. All right. In the upper right, we have a fan favorite, great at base trading, known for his style with Marines. He is
MarineKing Prime.
What is that he's got in his booth? Is it milk?
Is that? No. That's the. I think that's the veg milk, like the soy milk.
Oh, soy. Oh, that's smart. See, he's so smart. He drinks soy milk. That's so much better for you than milk. In the bottom left, we have our Protoss player, champion of BlizzCon. Not the last one, but the one before that. He is
MVP Genius.
So excited.
He's what? 8 wins, 2 losses?
Pretty sick, man.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's
a deadly nerd.
He's like a total badass lately. There's no question about that.
I feel like when I look at Genius, like if he had to have a fighting weapon, are you ready for this? He just looks like it. He should have a rapier.
A rapier?
A fencing nerd. Is it not called a rapier? It's called a rapier?
Well, I don't think that's the name of the fencing sword. The rapier, I don't believe, is a fencing sword. Because remember in Final Fantasy 1, the rapier was the first sword you got.
No, but I think that's a translation. That's a translation error, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So fencers fight with
well, I base my entire life off of video games, so.
Yeah, no, me too.
Could be. Not going to call you a liar yet.
In front of all these tens of thousands of people that are watching, you won't accuse me of lying just yet.
Not yet. I'll withhold judgment on that for a moment. All right, so 1 gas has been taken by MarineKing. Genius knows this. This is a map very common for 1-1-1s.
Yep, it absolutely
Genius
is.
knows this.
MarineKing is somebody who could 1-1-1.
He could. He's not a player that we see do it too often. He's getting a reactor. It looks like he's going to just do a reactor expand, which is a great thing to do, man. This is so popular right now from Korean Terrans. What they do is they get the gas, the Protoss scouts the gas, and then oftentimes they don't really do anything with the gas. And the Protoss is going to be like, is it a 1-1-1? I have to play kind of like it might be.
Yeah, Genius, it's really smart.
Genius is going to go for the 1-gate expand.
Here's the thing, Genius is actually a genius.
He's pretty smart.
By the way, the poll earlier, we had a graphic of it. Butter Toast was spitting mad truth. We didn't want to run over him. It looks like MarineKing got the least amount of votes. And Genius second least. And that makes perfect sense.
Based on the first round of play in Codes this season, that's like what should have happened. You know, he should have gotten the least amount of votes, even though he is one of the big fan favorites. Oh, and MKP actually going for a second gas. And additional 2 gates there for Genius.
Very standard build. Middle of the road, safe.
Yeah. But MarineKing, on the other hand, getting that factory up. Is he going to go straight up to Banshee? Is he perhaps going to do one of these Banshee tank marine attacks later on? I really do wonder which strategy he's actually going to go for here. There's several very complex 2-base, basically all-ins. It's like there's this one big attack. Sometimes it's a slow push. But if Protoss breaks it, normally the game ends. And I wonder if he's going for one of those, because the build kind of looks like it could be that right now.
All right, the Nexus completes. Perfect probe transfer there, right on time. And I think we're going to see a pretty drawn-out game, I think. You know? Genius definitely, like I said, guys, if you want to ladder, I know a lot of you guys ladder. Some of you guys just like to watch StarCraft, and that's fine too. But for those of you who want to learn and play, what Genius is doing is a good build to copy. And I know a lot of you guys might be like, well, what about 1-1-1s or this or that? If you get good enough with builds like this, you generally can actually hold it.
It's interesting to me, though, that Genius has not, as of yet, made any tech. He actually has made 4 sentries. And normally what you'll see is if you go 3 gates after you expand, after a 1-gate expand, you'll normally have a robo with that. But we don't see a robo, we don't see anything. So I think he's actually just going to make more gateways and try to do a bust. That's the only thing that makes sense to me right now.
Yeah,
and in fact, his opponent, MarineKing, is going mech. Sick.
Very interesting.
Sick. Eat this in control.
Hey, what is the what is the health of this game, Artosis? It's actually pretty sick.
I'd say it's very sick. I don't know where to go with that. Anyways, it's still very... Oh, okay. So he's right now, Genius is getting actually a Forge and a Twilight. All right. So very likely we'll see Charge and +1 Carapace. Or armor, whatever you want to call it.
Protoss Carapace.
Protoss Carapace, man.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
Now against... Oh, no. 2 reactors going up for MarineKing.
Uh-oh. Looks like this build's going to be good against Hellions. I mean, Hellions are going to be good against this build, excuse me.
Yeah, Hellions against Charge Lots. LOL.
Guess who wins that one, guys?
I wonder if he'll get Blue Flame. Yeah, he's starting his Blue Flame. So basically, MarineKing has a build order win here.
To make this strategy go any worse, Genius is like, I have this wicked idea to cover my Zealots with gasoline before they run in there.
That's basically it.
I'm like, oh, Marine.
This, if I've ever seen a build order win, I would say that this is it. Now, of course, there is the possibility MarineKing moves out at the wrong time and Genius swarms him just right. That absolutely could happen.
Oh, God.
But if MarineKing catches wind of exactly the unit composition of his opponent, then he should be able to move at just the right speed, just the right amount of units, that there's no possibility for
Oh, look at that. He's hiding the Zealots so well.
Yeah, that's really well done.
Oh, that was really smart. Too bad that he's going to get owned in about 2 minutes.
Well, there's going to be so many Hellions, man.
Well, I think now, here's the funny thing. If MarineKing knew, he would probably wait to have a few more Hellion rounds to guarantee the win, but he's going to push out now, it looks like.
This is so crazy.
Oh, man.
This is
let's
Charge
see if,
and +1 armor are about to finish.
All right, and Zealot legs finish now.
He does have sentries in here, and this is not a lot of Hellions. This might... Oh, whoa.
Oh.
All right, just buying some time.
Nice.
But actually, I feel like any time that Genius buys isn't helping
it's
him
actually going to make it worse for him. Well, if he just knew that there were 2 factories that were reactored.
Yeah, which he can't know because he hasn't scouted. He has no way to scout. He didn't go for a build that can scout.
All right, here we go. Well, you know what? The Zealots have got a pretty damn good angle on those Hellions.
Yeah, beautiful force fields. The Hellions came in a bit too quick.
Zealots are going around now.
Look at that. Rushing through.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So well done.
It's a game of rock, paper, scissors where paper actually lost to rock.
Well,
Hellions coming in here now.
Looks like, in fact, paper is going to beat rock anyways.
Yeah, paper wins, even though I don't understand how paper beats it. You just wrap it around the rock, and that would technically mean the rock just has clothes on. It's going to be warmer.
It's armor, man.
It's armor.
And that is a lot of probes going down.
What is the worker count for how many workers have been killed?
He's killed 17, and that number is just going to go up. Now, people are probably looking at it saying, wow, that was crazy. Well, one thing, the things that happened in that battle that allowed for Genius to win the battle, the force fields prevented him from really running away. And you need to kite with Hellions. Hellions don't just beat Zealots straight up. It's the fact that you
got to get him at the right angle.
Splash damage. So Genius had a nice spread, put down nice force fields, and MarineKing didn't really give those the respect that they needed. He needed to really sit back and be like, all right, let me wait for 2 more rounds of Hellions and just evaporate these Zealots. But now we have some Archons out, and let's see, it's 43 probes and 43 SCVs. So this is actually a game now.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a normal game.
It's a game, and that's pretty exciting, man.
It's basically
that's what
a game,
I want to see. Yeah. But, you know, before it was like a build order win, and then it looked like Genius got a free win because MarineKing moved it a little bit too quickly, and then he killed probes. Now it's all good. Now, see, this is how you want to do it.
See how you kites like that? That's perfect.
Yeah. But the Archons are there, so he has to back up. The Zealots already have a lot of damage on them. He's got to be careful about those Archons. 25 damage is no joke.
All right. More Hellions coming here. He wants to go inside the main, or even get the High Templars. That would be good too.
Oh!
And he just bruises to the.
There's
oh God! Here we go again. Oh man! More Hellions coming in here now and just wrecking these workers.
And oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Okay, this is getting into the OMG zone.
Probes killed, but it's still 40 probes to 49 SCVs. Jesus is doing a great job of keeping his probe production up. But he keeps spending a ton of money on probes, and that's not what he wants to do.
Yeah, he's not able to develop his
his
army or his economy, really.
Basically, he has enough probes right now. He's made enough probes this game that if he hadn't lost any, he could take a third base and saturate. You know?
Yeah.
But right now, he has to just keep making probes. He has no choice. He has to keep spending a ton of money on that. In the meantime, MarineKing just continues to make Hellions to run around the map with. Okay, I wonder how this build would have looked if he hadn't gone charge a lot, because this gives MarineKing such map dominance here, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, force fire. That's what happens when you leave those Christmas tree lights plugged in for too long, guys.
Smokey the Bear, single tier right now.
Yeah. I believe there's some part of the Breach of the World they call it has like Snappy the Frog instead of Smokey the Bear. Really? I think I heard that from a comedian somewhere.
Oh, okay. Does that mean it's true or a joke?
I don't know. No, I think it's actually true, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Check it out on Twitter, guys. Let me know. Let me know on Twitter. I don't do my own homework. Okay, so we have another attack coming out here from MarineKing. MarineKing with a pretty heavy lead here. It's 162 supply to 123.
Yep. Wait a minute. He doesn't have Psystorm, but he has a lot of High Templars with his army. And there's nothing to feedback.
Did he forget it? He forgot Psystorm.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Psystorm obviously would be good against Hellions, but it looks like this is not good, man. And that's a lot of siege tanks.
Yeah.
When you start getting up to big numbers of siege tanks, man, they just...
Oh, he's got to be careful with those Zealots.
Makes some
Archons. Archon's probably the moment that he realizes he doesn't have Psystorm.
And this is pretty brutal.
I think this might be the end. It's hard to say. Looks a bit like it, but the more Zealots are coming in here now, but the Hellions number is just too high.
And the Zealots doing a great job bringing this.
Actually, yeah, he's actually going to hold it. He's going to hold it. Wow. So the Hellions now run by.
But he's going to kill some more probes during all this. And don't forget,
I can't believe he held that.
You know, it's true. He held it.
I can't believe that.
But the army was basically killed. It was. They did trade armies, but the production facilities of MarineKing are way bigger. You know, he has 5 FACs and a racks, and he has 3 reactors total. It's actually insane. His production is through the roof.
Okay, here comes the Hellion drop now in the main, as I think, even though MarineKing didn't finish off Genius, I think he's realizing that this worker harass is just actually working. Yeah. Might as well. He's been working this entire game.
Oh, absolutely, man. His supply is it is way ahead. He's 60 supply up?
Yeah, he's going to eventually smother Genius if this keeps up.
Yeah, and he can keep doing unfavorable trades in a situation like this.
Yeah, as weird as that sounds, yeah, you're absolutely right. He can do unfavorable trades.
In fact, sometimes that's what you need to do, is continue to trade, because you don't want them to get to a level of units that after the battle might be able to kill you. So he continues to force these weird trades with Mech. Never seen Mech quite played like this, Tasteless.
Okay. It looks like MarineKing's main is almost mined out, and as I say that, he transfers SCBs. MarineKing is getting almost out of control here, just completely outproducing. And we have a War Prism being made, and this basically, Genius is doing this so that what MarineKing's doing would force him to turn around. But right now, MarineKing's just going to be, he's too deep in there. She's going to have to go with this attack.
Yeah, and Genius is just going to lose this base, no question about it. There's so many siege tanks.
He's going to be against a 4-base Terran to 2-base Protoss.
Genius is as quickly as he can, Chrono boosting out some Immortals here. Did he make that? He was making Colossus range. I guess he just never made the Colossus.
Gave up.
He has Colossus range with no Colossus right now. It's kind of interesting.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, the Protoss is so incredibly behind. MarineKing would actually, Genius could not even pull a good move to come back from this. He would have to royally, MarineKing would have to royally screw up so terribly badly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We have a lot of Thors on the way for MarineKing right now. But, I mean, hold on though. We'd have a lot of, this army actually could beat MarineKing's army. Wait, no, he still has no size from just starting it now. Makes him an Archon.
I know. There's got size from this entire game.
Don't forget, if he can kill all the Hellions off, then those 3 Immortals can go to town on tanks.
Take out these tanks.
He's got to be targeting the tanks.
This is why we generally don't see Mech against Protoss, because these Immortals are doing so much damage to it. But at the end of the day, I think there's just too much stuff, and that's going to be it. GG.
Wow. Now, the reason that Genius lost that game wasn't because it was Mech, it was because specifically, you know, the Blue Flame Hellions were killing so many probes. Well, he could have been going any set of units.
Yeah.
It didn't really matter. The fact that he kept killing that many probes allowed MarineKing to win that game. You know, normally that Mech composition he was killing it a lot more times than maybe he should have. You know, it was like really weird attacks by MarineKing, but it worked.
Oh,
I mean, when you kill that many probes, you can actually just keep trading because they're like, I'm never gonna have that critical mass.
We also in the climax of that game, the set actually crashed into me. Hi, nerd. No, that was you.
This is interviewing the nerds.
I'm interviewing the nerds right now. It's so packed in here. I could reach out. I could touch the nerd right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. It's that.
You have nerd on your fingers. Ew. Stay away from me.
I like wipe it on you. So yeah, I mean, there wasn't a ton to that game. If that sort of like makes sense, like it's just.
Well, he killed a lot.
He just killed a lot of probes.
A lot.
That's a good way to get ahead, and just stay ahead. So you know that's what we could take from that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go on to our next game here. I almost thought the series was done. So it's going to be game number 2, and the map is Daybreak. Daybreak? Pronounced Daybreak.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely, it's Genius's choice. Yeah, and this is the map that we saw him play, like, the perfect safe standard game against SC. Great map for a safe standard play from Protoss. You can really macro up. If both players play just like an outstanding game, we can oftentimes see them just be like, we can't attack each other. And then they're just like running around, there's nukes going off, and like, that's basically
it. Could be pretty long and epic. It also could be a map. Knowing Genius does actually cheese a lot. Yeah. More than almost any other pro gamer.
Oh, he definitely, in the past, is mixing a lot of that.
So he might have something planned on this.
He hasn't this season, but we'll see. MarineKing, quite pensive. What will he do?
All right, as you can see, Genius start going over in his head what he's got to do this game. MarineKing really, all these guys just really want to get out of their group. You know, I don't know why I said it like that. Like, of course, they always want to get out of the group, but this group's so difficult. Yeah, is what I'm trying to say.
And if you make it out of this group, you're in Code S next season.
Yeah.
Top 8, Code S.
So a lot of pressure. The hardest group by far for this phase of the tournament. All right, it looks like Genius is trying not to yawn for a second. All right, let's do this, guys. Head to head, MarineKing Prime going up against Genius from MVP. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Don't ask me. Especially not when I'm casting. I'm trying to do a good job casting.